Hey, it's Esther here, and I wanted to have a quick chat about window treatments. Now, this is prevalent for current landlords or future landlords, and you might be considering what is currently in the property and what might you wanting to be replacing. So let's have a consideration of the three types of window treatments currently. You've got the Venetian blinds, they're the ones with the horizontal slats. You've got the vertical blinds, obvious verticals, and you've got the roller blinds, and you've got various other fancy nancy ones which you don't really want in a rental property. So let's consider from a financial perspective what is going to be cost effective for a landlord. The first consideration and the main consideration is what has less moving parts. Now let's firstly look at the Venetian blinds. So they've got, as I mentioned, numerous vertical slats. They are all held together by cotton strips. You've got the vertical blinds, which are just connected to the track at the top by plastic clips. And then you've got the roller blinds, which have a chain at the side and a cog at the top. So if you're thinking about the number of moving parts here, out of the three of those, you've got the verticals and the roller blinds that actually technically have less moving parts. But let's break it down now. So the Venetian blinds, as I mentioned, have numerous cotton that runs between the Venetian blinds that holds the blinds separate and also aids the operation to pull them up or down, or maybe swivel. Sometimes they have pull cords, sometimes they actually have the plastic wands. Now, what happens in Perth summer, when you consider a blind is there to provide blockout and not just privacy, so over time those cotton cords become deteriorated and brittle, and you've only got to have a couple of sections of those break and you pretty much have to replace the whole blind itself. Now, if you consider that these blinds are sometimes placed over glass sliding doors, which is the dumbest place to have these type of window treatments, to be perfectly blunt with you. If you're going to have to replace one drape, there might not be another one that's going to match because of colours. They may have changed. So you might end up having to purchase two drops of these blinds. So that's going to be expensive for you. They also, the slats themselves can bend a lot, particularly over a location such as a sliding door with people coming in and out. It's not practical whatsoever. So let's move then towards the vertical blinds. So we've got the slats. These days they are vinyl, which makes them a lot easier to clean, because those Venetian blinds are a nightmare to clean. You've got to go in between each lot of cotton, and it's don't go there. So the verticals, yes, they're made of vinyl. You've got the clips at the top. Now, over time, these can deteriorate as well because they are plastic, and then when they heat up and they get brittle and they break. But most times they can be replaced fairly cheaply. The operational cords themselves as well, sometimes they've got just the wand, which is great because then you don't have to worry about blind cleats, which is good. Then you've also got the roller blinds. Now, the roller blinds have plastic or metal chains and cogs at the top. With the plastic chains, these can sometimes break quite easily, particularly if you've got a blind that's a wide expansive window and it's quite heavy, and you're pulling on this chain and the weight is pulling on it and you feel like it's going to snap at any time. Also, what can happen during that period is that the chain can actually slip around the cog and not even work at all. So that's a bit of a pain. The metal ones, sometimes, again, they can slip. Over a period of time, they actually get tarnished and rusty. So, they need to be serviced on a regular basis as well. So you can't just sit them there and let them forever and a day and expect that nothing's going to go wrong with them. It isn't always tenant damage. It's just that over time, some of these components are perishable items and they will deteriorate and you will need to replace them. So the less number of moving parts, the better in terms of operational use and finances for you. If you're looking at something, the cheapest type of form of window treatment, you can't go past your standard curtain rod and your eyelet block-out curtains. They provide the privacy, they provide the sun block-out. A lot of these Venetians and verticals sometimes actually allow sunlight in, which isn't great for people who struggle to sleep at night, or shift workers and that kind of thing. So the tip is consider the type of window treatments that you want in your house that are going to look nice, but are also going to be practical in operation and are also going to remain there for the long term with the least amount of maintenance or upgrades required.